Hey guys, me Daniel. Today I'm going to be doing my Heartbreak High Season 1 review. So this is Season 1. I'm going to be Season 2, of course, guys. But first of all, this is all about Season 1. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen any of the Season 1, please do not watch this video because I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to spoil a lot of things. But if you have, let's go on. If you see that my face is tired, because I'm very tired. And the sun is getting me very tired. But this is just, I'm just going to explain about the characters, the storyline, going through the characters, and then my end thoughts. So, first character I'm going to mention is Anne-Marie Wardia. She becomes a social pirate at Hartley High after incest map, so she becomes popular with this incest map. Well, she's basically like, oh, okay. It's basically a detailed diary of each incident who had been sexually involved and discovered, and she was revealed to be the culprit. But she was not the only one who was the culprit. It was actually Harper, but Harper didn't say anything. She's actually upset with Anne-Marie about something that she did. And later on, we'll explain. So when I go to Harper's character, then I'll explain a bit more about why she upset. So in this episode, we get to see that, you know, she is revealed to be the creator of the incest map. So the principal starts saying what's going on. You know, they all talk to each other and stuff like that. And it's revealed that she was the culprit, of course. Harper's long best friend, she's been best friend with her many years, starts ignoring her and punches her and tries to talk to her, but don't explain why. And it's like, I think she basically wants Anne-Marie to understand her actions and what she did, but Anne-Marie doesn't remember. So we got to get a lot of flashbacks of her and Harper. So they go to a music festival this week before, and in this season it's going to be like a lot of flashbacks. The students who appear on the map are placed in a mandatory sex education class headed by Principal Woody and English teacher Joe as a result. So because of that, they're putting everyone in this mandatory sex education because of Anne-Marie, and they basically blame her, which I understand the point, but the thing is, like, I understand they're blaming her, but she was not the only person who was involved. It was also the best friend. Anne-Marie does get in a relationship with Malachi in this season. That's what I can basically say. She kisses Dusty. She has a crush on Dusty as well. She does find out about Harper and Dusty in relationship because there's a bit where they're in the party, and that's when they find out, oh, that they're actually together. She's upset because to see that, she's like, what? My best friend is now dating Dusty. Excuse me. Then she finds out about the threesome of Dusty and Harper and Malachi, which I'll explain a bit more later on. Also, what's going on with her character is that the whole sexual assault of Joe assaulting Anne-Marie. I'll explain a bit later as well. When she's trying to get a ticket to go see Dusty, Malachi does help her, and I'll explain that a bit more. And the whole assault thing, I'll explain a bit more. Now, we're going to go into Cash. So Cash, he's like, what can I say? He does like deals, and he's friends with Chuck and the other guys. They're stealing bags they can give the Cash to hide, so they ran away. So there's a bit where they're going to this to Dusty's house, and they go to Dusty's house, and they just go steal his stuff. And they're kind of like, they're not kind of good people. We get to see more character of Cash, because I really like Cash as a character. I think he's such a good character, you know, storyline is good. So I think he's a good character. He befriends Darren and forms like a relationship with him. They do get together, but he explains to Darren that he's asexual. And he's not a very sexual person, as Darren he's a person. So it gets to see a cute relationship, because I really like that they're together. With the assault with Harper, they do confess. He does get arrested in the end, and he also lives with his nan. So he gets arrested in the end because when Harper finds out everything, they do confess to the police and everything, and that's why he gets arrested in the end, because he was involved in it. Even though he wasn't part of it, he was involved in it. So yeah, that's basically about Cash so far, but I like his character, it's very interesting. I don't like Chuck and the other guys, they're just annoying to me. Now I'm going to move on to Harper. So Harper McLean, she's the long-time best friend of the map, and I explained to you, she's very upset with Anne-Marie with something, and her hair gets shaved and everything. So in the festival, which I'm going to explain now, So on the day of the festival, she explained to Harper to Amory, that on the festival, they were going to go to the festival and everything. And she kept on seeing that Chuck was keeping an eyeball on her, but she was a bit and she wanted to always come with her, with Amory. So in the festival, they were having a drink and stuff like that. And what happens is that she gets split up at the festival. Harper's phone runs out of battery, and that's when I think Amory starts calling her. She drinks alcohol and blacks out. Then she wakes up in Chuck's car with his crew. This is the bit I'm telling you. Then Chuck, he says that he will sexually assault her, like he will do that. So they stop at the petrol station and he's trying to get something, and then that's when Cash unlocks the door for her to go. So she ran. And then she stopped to stay at Amory's place. And when she got there, she was saying like, what's going on? She tried to bang, but then Harper was someone else, but she was with someone else. And she actually didn't answer the door. So after attempting to do that, she goes home and then she understands that her father is experiencing meth-induced psychosis and he's attempting to kill her. She explained that her father experienced meth yet again, and this time she stabbed him with a knife while he attempts defending herself, innit? So you see all the blood and everything. So we're like, oh wow, so this happened all at once. And she didn't tell anyone because she just was scared and everything. So because of this information to Amory, it was like, okay, I understand now. But yeah, her character that's like basically what happened with her. She does go in a relationship with Dusty, but it doesn't go well because he kind of like, he acts differently around her. She had a threesome with her and Malachi and stuff like that. We get to know more in the end that Amory and her are friends now. Then after she told this information to her, she was like, okay, I understand. Amory apologized, saying she's sorry. She's sorry about what happened. But it was sad about her storyline because, you know, he was about to sexually assault her. That's so sad. But yeah, that is Harper's storyline, G. Now we're going to move on to Quinny. So Quinny is the best friend of Darren, and she's autistic. She get named out by having, I think, vagina flaps, because in the book it says it, but I think the spider said it. So she befriends Sasha. She's a lesbian. She goes on dates, but don't go well, Sasha. I don't understand her. She becomes non-verbal and what happens? Okay, so Quinny is a very interesting character. I really enjoyed her character. So she befriends Amory and takes her to a party. That's the part I'm talking about where she sees her crush. When she kisses her crush, because I know she kisses him anyways. Queen explains she's autistic to Sasha, saying that when they had their first kiss, they do go on a date, but she becomes very overwhelmed, leading Sasha to believe she doesn't like her. She does like her, but I think it's overwhelmed her because she gets sensory overload around her. It's too much for her. She explains to Sasha, saying that you know, if I get, I said, she wants her to understand and not to see her as, you know, that she's autistic and stuff like that. So that's why she was worried, and she's like, no, she still likes her and stuff like that. So that's not the first date that they had. She does start to like Sasha a lot. Like she sees a good thing in her, but something happens. Queenie feels unlaid by Sasha spending so much time with Missy and making choices on Quinn's behalf to keep her safe. Quinn tells her it's not a thing to anyone to be stood up for, not because she likes schedules and that she can look after herself. So, you know, she's like, that's how she felt. What can I say about it? Queenie decided to attend a book to see her favourite author, who is called Ree Brown. She's been in the book for ages. Sasha's going with Queenie to the event, and throughout this day, Sasha can no longer know the differences, and while arguing, Sasha accuses of her of putting the autism card on her. So Queenie leaves and has a breakdown. So in this scene, there's a scene. This is the scene I'm talking about. Is that because she really likes her and she had a plan, because before she told her, oh, we should have this plan, and then she's like, oh, but Missy's dropping me and do that, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, but can we do this plan? So I feel like she didn't understand her schedule, and she had to respect her. And I think they want to go to a party, Sasha, and she's like, oh, well, okay, we can go to a party, we'll try. So I think during the event, at first she went to a cafe. This is the bit I'm going to say to you. She went to a cafe, no, regardless that, you know, the girl had an event going on. And she was very overwhelmed, so she had to put headphones on. And then when they were in the bus, she was said, "Oh, you know, she was autistic," and stuff like that. And she put headphones on because it was too much for her. So on a day on the queue, when she went to meet the author, she met this guy, and he could tell Sasha was a bit rude. So she signed, got excited, all dressed up and everything. Coming to the bus on the way back, she sees that Sasha's like, "Excuse me?" She's just like, "Oh, are we going to put, and then this is, Queen, I don't think we're doing parties too much for me." Then she's like, "Oh," that's when I said about the autism card. "Oh, it's always because you're autistic," and stuff like that. And I found she was very rude and disrespectful to her. Because of this, she went home, she started staring a lot, and stopped to hurt herself and stuff like that. She was very upset, and they got an argument. She ignored Sasha for that whole episode, I'm telling you. She became non-verbal because of that. And, and I think that's what happened to her character. Like, she was, like, that kind of person. She cared for that person, but then that person didn't respect her that she is, and that's what happened to her. But, yeah, she was a nice character. I did like her character. And, yeah, she starts to be friends with Anne-Marie and Darren. Well, Darren's a long-time friend. Moving on, we're going to go on to Ant. So, he's Spider's friend, and he makes... So, this whole room about Joe and Anne-Marie is started in it. He follows for Spider's steps and is kind of addicted in a way. And is part of the crowd of students who visit the hallway to view the 6 maps drawn by Anne-Marie and Harper. Ant is shown to have gotten a receipt from Darren, and he seems ashamed and Spider and Dusty clowned him for it. So when Anne-Marie was trying to get the things that, I'm not doing that, she's like, "I'm sorry, da, da, da." He then blames Anne-Marie for the existence of the sluts, throwing a piece of paper at her. He's one of the students that avoids shaking Anne-Marie's hand during the first activity. We know revealed that Dusty reveals that Ant was the only one who caught by the police that night was let off with a warning. So when they were having all that little graveyard scene thing. Ant says he's going to sell her one because of the whole risky thing. He empathized that his mum is making him go to church even more than before. So she apologized. Ant doesn't budge and does that she needs to talk to Spider instead. She tried to talk to Spider, but it didn't work, of course. But Malachi helped her, like I said to you. Later, we can be seeing the sluts participate in self-defense. Thingy-jiggy. The cop and training signs will do push on and try and show himself that they're doing a lot of them. When the class rejoins, you can be seen shaking his head in disapproval when Spider makes a condom joke towards Malachi and Anne-Marie. At the end of the episode, you can be seen with the rest of the boss team when Malachi quits and Harper calls out Dusty. So yeah, with him, we get to know a bit more about the Joe and Anne-Marie thing. In reality, it wasn't Joe, it was actually Dusty who actually did the whole thing. So he starts to pray for God and stuff like that. He starts like, "Oh, I have to pray for God because of what I did," and He admits they didn't think it was going as far when he was trying to get sluts cancelled. That's what's going to happen. She questioned who else was involved, and she said it was Dusty and Spider. He then confirms it was all Dusty who ordered the plan, much to Anne-Marie's surprise. So yeah, they kind of like misgreeted her a lot, and Ant was just going through his follow Spider steps and stuff like that, and Dusty and everything. But yeah, that's basically what going on with Ant. That's all I can think of Ant. Spider is kind of like an annoying person, very dick to Anne-Marie because of the map and calls her a map bitch. He refused to give Anne-Marie the ticket due to the map and will put blame on her mostly. He's very manly and sexist around her. We can see his true colours. And we get to know the real reason why he with Spider and Anne-Marie. So Spider and Anne-Marie did actually try to hook up, but the reason was they actually never hooked up. Because he couldn't make his dick go hard. It wouldn't go up. Let's just say like that, okay? So he couldn't do it, so they didn't really get it. So I think that's the reason why she then opened the door to Harper when Harper needed her the most. So Spider, in this season, they get to talk about it, but we didn't get to talk about it more, which I wanted it more. But that's how I feel. Now, Darren's best friend with Quinn. They are non-binary. They are best friends. So I'm using they because I know their pronouns are they. They form a relationship with Cash and do become an item in the end. They have a difficult relationship with their stepdad and dad because they discreet their own identity because they are non-binary. They go to this boys' school and to sleep there with a boy that they like, and that's what they do for now. They start to form a good bond with Anne-Marie and works in the burger restaurant for the job. So Darren's a very sexual person, and because they are very sexual, they start to form a bond with Cash, and they want to have that sexual attraction with that person, but they know that Cash can't because he is asexual and they are not. They start to get form a bond, and there's one bit when they are going to this poker thing. I think they're going for a date, and then they can see that the Gran was being funny. So that's basically about what Darren's character is. I think they are a good friend, and I remember when at first they misjudged Anne-Marie, but that's not the good to know her. She was like, oh, okay. But I like Darren's character. I feel like he's very good with I think they are good with Quinn. Sorry, my bad. So, you know, they understand what Quinn is feeling, and when Quinn was upset, they just, you know, supported her and what she can do. But yeah, that's the bit about Darren. Sasha, let's go on to Sasha. So Sasha is basically kind of like a popular girl. So she is friends with Missy a lot. Like I said, she is kind of annoying me in this season. Like I said before, she's also in a group, and she was Missy's girlfriend, but I think Sasha dated someone else, so now they're just friends for now. Sasha was annoying this, but there's not much I can say. All I can say, like I said before, she mistreated Quinn. She wasn't very respectful, and that's all I can say about her. She does a protest about the vegans and stuff like that. And yeah, Woodsy is the principal of the school. She is the one who says about sex education classes. She is the kind of principal to make sure that Joe is doing properly the sex education. She's the one saying about all the, she's the one who says about all the things. When it came to Joe about the sexual assault thing, she told her to leave and stuff like that, when in reality she wasn't. Let's go on to Missy. So she's the ex-girlfriend of Sasha, and she is Malachi's friend. She's bisexual. She hangs out with Sasha a lot. There's not much to say about Sasha because in the second season she's more in-depth about her, and that's what I can say about her. Jo is the teacher of the sex education class. She helps the class avoid having sex. The room between Anne-Marie and her becomes a scent, and she gets sent home. So there was a protest for the end of the episode, and she says they want her back. In reality, she just being what she can do. So that's more about Jo. Dusty is ex-girlfriend of Harper, and he was the boyfriend of Harper and is in a band. He did kiss Anne-Marie, and he tried to get along with her. So he did have sex with, she almost had sex with Dusty, but of course Harper stopped them because Harper had chlamydia. So during that time they had a threesome, they had chlamydia. Sorry, I just have this stuck in my hand. Dusty starts treating Harper differently in the threesome. After the threesome, she ugly calls him out about it in front of the whole school. So Dusty is kind of like a annoying character. He's the one who founded the whole Joe thing, and him and Spider. So yes, him and Malachi and Harper did have a threesome, and I will explain about it into the next character, which is going to be Malachi. I'll explain to you about why. So that's basically about Dusty. Not as much. That's what we can say about him. Malachi he's playing football at the moment and friends with Dusty, Spider, and Ant. He gets to like Anne-Marie, and they have sex for the first time. In the Mardi Gras assault, I'm going to explain this about now. So in the Mardi Gras assault, they go to this party and all they get dressed and everything. And what happened was they all got drunk. So at the end of the party, a police was them to go, and basically he was like, he sexually assaulted him. And when I saw this for the first time, I actually cried and I felt bad for him. It took me a while to like even watch this episode. It was so sad. Like even there was a warning literally saying that these couple of episodes could be very trauma, and this really happened in real life. I had to take a break from that episode. That episode was very, very sad. And when I say sad, it's like very sad. And I was so emotional. So during the sexual assault, he was upset, and accidentally Anne-Marie recorded it, and she didn't mean to go. She was like, oh, we have to report this. And she's like, no. So she did say that. He got upset with her, so he left. And there's a bit with Harper that says, oh, why you not go behind him? And then she was like, oh, but he told me to. And then that's when they had the threesome of him and Dusty. This bit did not make sense to me, because like if someone's going through trauma and then have a threesome with someone, I just don't feel that's needed to do. Like if someone's going to do for a sexual assault, you support them. And I get that they're trying to support him by doing that, but it was just very weird for me. I just didn't like how they did that. So Malachi, after that, he stopped talking to Anne-Marie, and he started to take a break because it starts to get too much for him. After he had the threesome, we start to see he starts questioning about himself. He doesn't know, because I think in this one he starts to think like if he's like, because we don't know who he is, because he does like Anne-Marie and everything, but after the whole sexual assault, he's like, oh. And then he starts to imagining things. Then after that, he helps Amory get in a party. That's what I explained before. Malachi's then teased by his classmates in the locker room about the whole thing. The basketball tryouts to spend time with Amory. He reveals the intimate details about encounter. So when it comes down to the social media thing that he just started, there was one bit when he goes away for a while. He does break up with Amory. He don't explain why, because he should be the one to talk a bit more with her. But yeah, that's basically about it, what happened. But yeah, this episode was very sad. But that's what I can say about Malachi. Chuck, Douglas, Cash, Tina, and Jaden steal Dusty's car. Like I said before, he's a ring leader of the group. He uses Dusty's dad's car to steal goods from a retail store. The police are pursuing them and another crew escaped 1 foot. So he chose them to steal the goods. He's the one who tried to sexually assault Harper. In the end, he don't get arrested, but the rest get arrested. And that's basically it. So that's all the characters I've explained. Let's see. So yeah, Malachi is still distressed and stressed about it, but this stupid mouse doesn't want to work, really. But yeah, that's the characters I can say right now. What can we say about that? Okay, so in the end, we just see that Cash declares love to Darren before getting taken custody by the police because he avoided arrest. Harper and Army and Van Nuys set fire to Cook's car. That's basically what happened in the end. But yeah, apart from that, they all get together. Marie and her are friends. So that's basically the end of this season. So hopefully I explained what I've explained about what happened. With Harper and her, when she had chlamydia, I think she had chlamydia. I think it was the time they had a threesome, and she did tell. I think she told them like way after, and I think she was trying to get them to say them before, but it wasn't explained. So when she was trying to stop Amory from having to have him, because then if she was having sex with him, they would show chlamydia. So because of that, she was like, oh Lord, look what happened. So she had to like do peel and stuff like that. So with the whole thing with Amory and Amory and Harper relationship, I do understand reason and how she was through something. So I feel like Amory feels in a way of her fault, saying, oh, then she's just upset and and that's basically what happened. So I think this season was a good season. As the first season that I actually watched, I really liked it. It's really interesting. I do like the characters, but I do feel like when they blamed Amory for everything, I just feel like she shouldn't be the blame. Like Harper was involved in it, and how they all just went accusing her because of this and because of that, and they just think it's her fault. And yeah, that's how I feel about everything. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I really like this video. Comment on what you think. Hopefully I said what I can say about the characters. But yeah, my Instagram and Snapchat will be down below, and I'll see you guys next video. I'll be doing a season 2 review for sure. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. But yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.